What is good, guys? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick technical analysis of a Tesla. I'm going to go over the overall stock price movement for today. I'm going to talk about what the news is saying about Tesla as well before I give you guys my stock price prediction for tomorrow and the near-term future. I'm also going to be doing the exact same thing with NEO. So before I get started, I have to mention two quick things. First of all, I'm not a financial, legal, or taxation expert, so don't take this as financial, legal, or taxation advice. And also, if you can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this, and I'm benefits the entire community as a whole. With all that junk out of the way, guys, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla from a technical standpoint, you can see that this was a crazy volatile day for today. And you can see there were these massive movements coming out since the opening hours before it had this drop at the very end. But you have to remember, guys, that the NASDAQ is down, the SPY is down, the entire stock market is down for the day, and that's just normal. Even many cryptocurrencies are down, such as Dogecoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin. So overall, it was a red day, and Tesla did end up dropping with the overall market, but there wasn't really anything that caused this to happen besides one piece of news, but it didn't actually have a big effect on Tesla yesterday. But the one piece of news did probably cause this as well, so I'm going to go over that. But before I go over any pieces of news, let's look at some RSI data. You can see that when Tesla had those drops, it did actually score a little bit high from a relative strength index, and that's good because it did touch the upper band multiple times, which shows that it does have strength, but it's just that multiple factors out there did cause some nuances here and there. But that doesn't mean that this is like a bearish cycle or anything like that for Tesla. It's still doing well. And additionally, guys, looking at a Bollinger Band chart right over here, we can see that the volatility was absolutely insane from the very beginning. We saw it dropped and it exploded. It was just one standard deviation away from the mean back and forth. It's almost like it's kind of like a tug of war between people that are trying to buy it and cause it to go up, and then external things. It's just crazy. But even though we did have quite a bit of a crazy day today, it did end up closing in the red. It did end up closing about in between the upper, or should I say, the lower band and the mean price, and it did close a little bit down like that, and that's just okay. And my guys, that's normal because it's totally normal for something like this to happen when Tesla's been so green over the past few days. And I did think that today could have been a green day. I did anticipate Tesla to actually make it to around 784, 785, and that was a reasonable prediction. It's just that there were external things that happened which I could not have anticipated that ended up causing it to be a little bit in the red. But despite that, despite this happening, guys, I'm still super bullish for the long term for Tesla. I still believe in this company. I do believe that it's very strong. And another important thing to remember, guys, is like I said in my previous video, Tesla has that strong support at $770 as of right now, but it does depend on how the overall market is doing, so don't come to any conclusions from that. And for my prediction, I'm still very bullish for the long term. I do believe Tesla is going to break $1,000 within a year from now. I do believe in Kathy Wood's prediction of over $3,000 by 2025. But for my prediction for tomorrow, before I get to that, let's go over some pieces of news. So it was noted that Tesla is going to be getting their Model 3 approved for Tesla's FSD beta, but it requires a passing safety score. And how this basically works is they're giving certain drivers a rating, and this rating basically shows you they have to pass the rating in order for it to be safe for them to actually use this type of car and the full self-driving technology. Because right now, I don't think that Tesla has a full self-driving technology ready yet, because there are going to be some instances where people have to be, ready. They have to be behind the wheel. But the full self-driving technology is developing right now, and it's still absolutely amazing. But people say that they need 80 out of 100 to pass, and a lot of drivers did get 73. That has to do with their hard braking, their churning, their stuff like that. So if you do get full self-driving technology, I recommend that you are a good driver that's able to react in case something happens, because anything can happen and it's very important to stay safe. But once again, I'm not trying to spread any FUD or anything like that, because I do believe that Teslas are relatively safe cars. The media tries to not make it look that way, but they are very safe cars. And when I say that, guys, if you look at the amount of accidents that actually happen in Teslas, it's relatively low compared to an actual human driver. So these are safe cars. They're very amazing. And I like to tell you guys that this is just the beginning. The company is still relatively new when it comes to its full self-driving technology being innovated, when it comes to its computers using the 3D vector space technology, the computers being able to perceive things from hundreds of feet away, and it even uses thermal technology as well. It has all these cameras all around it. So, guys, It's just the beginning. Give Tesla a couple of years, and this will be even better than ever before. I really believe in the company. I do believe that full self driving technology is going to improve. And eventually, I do believe that there's going to come a day where people will not even need to be behind the wheels and the car will just drive itself. It's going to come. I believe it. But Tesla is probably going to be one of the first companies to have that technology. And it's just going to require time. So do not lose faith when it comes to these things. Additionally, guys, there was another thing that was mentioned, and that's the fact that a rising electric vehicle maker announces technology race against Elon Musk's Tesla. And for those of you who don't know, it's the one and only Lucid. Lucid has been kicking off production of its Lucid Air on Tuesday, and it is a relatively expensive car priced at $169,000. And even though it's relatively expensive, guys, it has a range of 520 miles. I'm going to say that's good. That's actually brilliant. But the media has just been bashing Tesla because its range is a little bit higher than Tesla's, which has a range of around 420,000 miles, around there, 400. And look, that's okay because Tesla is just, Tesla was in delay because of the chip shortage. Tesla has much, 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 much more production capability than Lucid, and on top of that, Tesla's still getting ready for the Roadster and the Cybertruck. So it's not like Lucid is 10 years ahead of Tesla. They're just getting ready for production. Tesla's going to take a little bit more time because of the chip shortage, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad company. Okay, I just really hate people saying that Tesla's bad, Lucid's better, this and that. Look, I have been in a Lucid Air and I have been in a Tesla Model S. I believe that they're both amazing cars. I love both of them. I'm not going to hate one or choose one over the other. Lucid Airs may have longer ranges as of right now. But the thing is, Teslas are innovating. There's a Roadster coming out, the Cybertruck, all that good stuff. The Tesla Model S Plaid also could do 1,000 horsepower just as well as the Lucid Air. So they're both amazing cars. I believe the Tesla Model S Plaid actually broke a track record not too long ago as well. I just want to put it out there that they're both great cars, but the media keeps on trying to tell you guys that, oh, Lucid is better, this and that. And look, I don't just think it's a bad thing, okay? It's bad to attack Tesla, but it's also kind of good that Lucid is coming out because it's also pushing Tesla to do better and improve its customer service. There's always room for improvement in every single company out there, and competition is good because Tesla is going to be, trying harder. And we know that Elon Musk is not only competitive, but he's strong as hell, and he's willing to work harder and, push Tesla to be even better than ever before. So with that said, guys, you may see news about Lucid being so great, and I will give Lucid a shout out. They're an amazing company, but so is Tesla. Do not forget about how great Tesla is from its full self-driving technology, the Tesla robots, their, all the amazing things, the Tesla battery, the fact that it's entering the energy sector. Tesla's amazing, so don't fall for the FUD. Also, guys, there was an elderly lady that did scratch a Tesla, and I mean, she was basically doing it to make Tesla look bad, this and that. And I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about that. I just think it's shameful that so many people are, trying to get Tesla into trouble, and it's not okay. But why would you even do that, considering that these cars have cameras? So, look, it was on the news, but this is the big piece of news that came out. It's the fact that a Tesla bull known as Chumut, he's well known for his companies. He has spoken very highly of SoFi. He stated that, I mean, people expected him to triple his value, and he just admitted that he sold some of his holdings, and if not the majority of them. But you guys have to remember that he never said that he doesn't believe in Tesla. This guy literally sold parts of his Tesla shares so that he could put the money into other things, diversify even more, maybe have some cash because he may not be too confident in the overall market. As you guys know, the S&P was in the red, the Nasdaq in the red. I mean, all these blue chip stocks have been in the red. So the only reason I'm saying this is not to bash Tesla and say it's in the red. I'm saying this because I'm still super bullish in Tesla. I believe in Tesla. Tesla's awesome. It's amazing. It's just that there are going to be people out there that sell parts of their Tesla positions. It's okay. They have every right to do it. And they're doing it because of how the overall market is. They know about what was happening in our Congress recently regarding the debt ceiling, and they may be putting the money in for other things, just as Chumut just stated. Now, the media is using this to bash Tesla like crazy. And, Shamat did talk about how much Tesla helped him, how he was up over 700% in his investment. And it says right here, he always remained bullish on Tesla's automotive sector. So don't ever say that, this guy doesn't believe in it. He said the real disruption was set to come from the energy business. And I don't know why people are just bashing Tesla for this. People are going to buy Tesla. Some people will sell it and put it in other things. That's okay. But that isn't a reason to lose faith in the company. I'm still super, super bullish. So that may have played a role in this downward trend towards the very end and why Tesla ended up closing in the red, down 0.75% at $775. Look, I didn't expect it to close that low. And that's just what happens. And a red day is just normal considering how green Tesla has been over the past 5 days. I mean, look at the 5 day chart, okay? Tesla was at $744. It's now at $775. So it's still doing well, guys. This is normal. In fact, it's even doing better than how low it dipped a couple of days ago. This thing is still doing well, so don't lose faith. Once again, for tomorrow, I do think that tomorrow should be a green day for Tesla, although Fridays are not always in the green. But the reason I say that is because there may have been some flood causing it to crash a little bit, but I think it's going to have another run up, and I think that it's going to close in the green. It might run up to about the 780s again, consolidate, maybe close a little bit down and close maybe around 780. It does have support, a bit of support around 777 and 778. So around there is where I would see it closing, maybe a little bit higher, maybe around 784, 785. I'm still confident in this. And even if Tesla is red tomorrow or even the upcoming weeks, I still believe in the company for the long term future. So, with that said and done, guys, I still believe in Tesla. It's doing wonderful, it's up and coming, and do not ever give up on your dreams. Additionally, guys, I'm going to quickly and just briefly talk about our other favorite company out there, which is NIO. NIO is currently up to $35.63, up 1.42%. Now, in my previous prediction from yesterday, I predicted that NIO would close at $35.80 or as high as 36, somewhere within this range. I was off by about 20 cents, which is okay, but overall it was green just as we had anticipated. Now, why was it in the green? And you could see that there was quite a bit of volatility in the very beginning with Tesla, but instead of dropping down, it ended up actually closing in the green. And this may be because of some pieces of news that came out, such as the fact that NIO is getting ready. NIO is getting ready for its new expansion to Norway and Germany for next year. Now, I think that the reason NIO is still a little bit down is because of what happened in Evergrande China, as NIO is a Chinese stock, and obviously politics do play a role. But remember, guys, there's still a huge catalyst that's easily going to help NIO explode, go well above 40s, maybe even the 50s. That's the fact that this company is going to be expanding to Norway and Germany with their ET7 model and their new sedan. It's going to be a luxurious EV car. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So I mean, there isn't really much else for me to say. There's no bad news for NIO, and it's doing well. Today was it was overall a little bit stagnant, but still in the upward direction, which is a good sign. And I still believe in the future. I think NIO is going to do well. So for my stock price prediction, I would expect NIO to be a little bit in the green once again, but it is a little bit tricky given the way the overall market has been moving. But I wouldn't be surprised if NIO closed around 35.80, just like I had anticipated yesterday. It does have a bit of resistance right over there, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went a little bit higher. But if it does drop, remember it has the strong support right over here at 35.30. So I personally think that tomorrow is going to be a bit of a green day, maybe 35.80s where NIO closes at. But I wouldn't be surprised if it dropped as well because of how the overall market is. But remember, NIO and Tesla may be in the red, and almost always it's not their fault. Why? Because these companies have done almost everything right. They're amazing, they're doing great, and they are ready to have big, big, big returns in the future. With that said and done, guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll definitely see you on the next video. Thank you, and peace out.